Hello, we are making a wall hanging and we are going to have the two printouts or two cutouts of a love heart shape. Okay, so as you move forward, you'll decide whether even when you try it again later on, maybe at home, you can have different. This can be smaller and then this other one can be what do you call it, larger. But for now, let's work with the same sized heart template. So you have that's one your first material. Definitely we'll need the scissors, and then we'll have the different sizes of paper hearts. In this case I have one color, but you can have the different colors. You can decide, and then you'll have your glue, and in this case we will have the ribbon, and I'll show you what to do. And I believe we also, with the glue, just to secure the ribbon further, we will need masking tape. In this case I'll use the sellotape. Okay, so what do, you have your then you will need either a felt pen, or not felt pen, a pencil or a biro, gel pen, whatever it is, to write the content within the heart. So we start with the first one. So you can decide whether to decorate and then stick together, or stick together and then decorate. But in this case, I'll prefer to stick the hearts first, and then I will join them to make a wall hanging. So in this case, there's no particular formula of where to place your heart or paper hearts. So you'll decide whether you have the small or the large one. It's up to you, and remember you can use different colors. Okay, so I think I can use a different, and then it doesn't have to be exactly where I place them. It can be up to you. You can even make them smaller if you wanted to. So remember, this paper, the texture changes, the color changes when it interacts with glue. So it may not do the same with yours. So I think it's best if I glue the paper heart, so that there are two there. Find it weird when that happens, but fun at the same time. So you decorate it. You can decide whether it will be all through or just one side. So I think for me that will do for the first heart, and then I'll get to my second heart. So remember, yes, you're being shown the basics. As long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting somebody else, you can come up, your creativity can shine through in different ways. Okay, so the heart shape don't have to be the same. You don't have to do the same design as I am. Once you get the concept, you let your uniqueness shine through. Okay, be true to yourself. Yes, I know we are dealing about be truthful, but you also need to be true to yourself. That means you're not lying about what you can do. Even before you're lying to somebody else, that means you've also lied to yourself. Okay, so you also need to be true. What do you actually, do you know that thing? Do you, like for me, math was quite difficult, so I may have shied away in saying yes, I know about math, but at the same time I'm struggling. So if I was honest enough in saying, by the way, I don't understand certain things, it's not a competition. Maybe there are people who are writing faster than I am, so it's not about competing with others. It's also being truthful. I know we are dealing with the story of Zacchaeus, and not lying, but also the first person you need to be true to, and who God has a special plan for, is you. So you also need to be true to yourself. Okay, so there we go. And then we can have I know sometimes we have the blotches, but I believe our memory verse comes from Proverbs 12:12. I'm not able to take it immediately, but it's about the Lord does not like lying lips, lying tongue. So what you will have, you can have the memory verse in the middle. Okay, so in full you can write it down. Okay, and then, because I don't want the video to be too long, and then you have, I believe the lesson of the day is love is truthful. And then you can say, I will be truthful because God sees my heart. So, and then you can write anything else, your name, any of the lessons that you have learned within the day. And then this is the part now you turn the craft over. Okay, now this is a part where you need to make a loop. Like you see, oh, I should have used a different color, but I believe you can see the yellow against the yellow. So let me see. So you see that you need to have that loop. So you decide which one goes to the top. So in this case, I will have, let me get my glue. I will secure it with glue just at the beginning. So you have, remember, you need to make a loop for the one that will be at the top. So you have that, and then you don't tie, you just that. Okay, good. Then you secure it with the tape so that it doesn't move around, especially when the glue dries up. Okay, so you secure it that way so that even when you pull, it doesn't come off. Okay, so that's your top hat. And then with this thread, you just position it slowly. You now bring the other, so you can leave a gap, not too wide, not too long, lengthy between them. It's not, because the effect will be lost, or it might hang a little bit weirdly. So don't have something too long. But if you have space in between here, you can add something else, like maybe an additional heart or a rectangular piece of paper that has a message. So I'm not saying it can't be done, I'm just saying. So once again, let me bring it up here. You secure with 1 minute. You secure with the glue, and then you get your sellotape is usually funny. There we go. And then you secure your at the back, and you can also do that. You can shorten so that we don't have it hanging all the way at the bottom. And then you turn it around. I believe there will be a sample being given in class. Oh, I made it too, but it's still okay. I can stretch it before it settles. So I know right now I may not hang it because you see, but by the time you're seeing this in class, you will have that. Okay, so you write with the memory verse. You write, you will be truthful because God sees your heart. Love is truthful. And even as you're learning from the story of Zacchaeus, that indeed lies will cost us. So why not? And when we say we are going to change, we should actually change, not just say it. It's easier said than done. So the aspect of, yes, I have done wrong, yes, I've said something wrong, and I ask for forgiveness, and then how do you change that? So thank you for paying attention. Back to studio. I don't know which studio, but yes, see you soon. Bye bye.